This Sunday, Rick Hendrick turned a potential disaster into big riches, all because of Denny Hamlin's fatal decision at Darlington. But how did this drama unfold? And why are fans criticizing Denny Hamlin now? Join us as we analyze the stage of this race. From Hamlin's commanding start to the key decision that changed the game totally. But before that, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more whereabouts on NASCAR. Heading into the 2023 NASCAR playoffs, Hendrick Motorsports faced doubts about its lineup. Both Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman failed to secure spots in the final 16, putting a heavy burden on Kyle Larson and William Byron to carry the team's championship hopes. Thankfully for HMS, Denny Hamlin provided them with an ideal start to the playoffs. Denny Hamlin has indeed been on an impressive campaign, fueled by a strong desire to claim his first championship title. However, things didn't unfold in his favor during the Darlington race on Monday. Despite a dominant beginning at Darlington, Denny Hamlin ended up doing a favor for Rick Hendrick. With 2 victories, 9 top 5 finishes, and 12 top 10 placements, Denny Hamlin entered the playoffs in remarkable form. His triumph in the Xfinity ahead of the Cup Series race at Darlington had further boosted his confidence. It seemed like the perfect setup for Sunday's race. Hamlin continued his impressive run, securing wins in Stage 1 and Stage 2, showcasing his dominance on the Darlington track. However, as everything appeared to be in his favor, Stage 3 took an unexpected twist. After leading for 177 laps in South Carolina, the 43-year-old driver faced an unforeseen incident. With approximately 80 laps remaining, Hamlin suspected a loose wheel and made a pit stop. While he seemed confident about the decision, his crew chief, Chris Gabehart, held a different view. Regardless of the actual circumstances, the time lost ultimately proved costly for Hamlin, erasing his substantial lead. The situation worsened when, with less than 40 laps to go, Hamlin became entangled in a multi-car wreck. Given the unfavorable odds stacked against him prior to the race, Hamlin's day unfolded as many had predicted. It was an unfortunate day for Joe Gibbs Racing, with Martin Truex Jr. and Christopher Bell also struggling with their on-track performances. Adding to the disappointment, Hamlin's missed opportunity to secure his 4th Southern 500 victory turned into a memorable outing for Rick Hendrick and his team. Kyle Larson clinched a win at Darlington for the first time in his career, solidifying his spot in the round of 12. Moreover, both William Byron and Chase Elliott managed top 10 finishes, culminating in a successful day for Hendrick Motorsports. Hamlin couldn't hide his disappointment after the race, expressing his frustration quite clearly. What are your thoughts on Denny Hamlin's bad decision? Let us know in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button for more updates. After Sunday's Cookout Southern 500, Denny Hamlin and his crew chief, Chris Gabehart, talked for a long time by their Joe Gibbs Racing No. 11 Toyota on pit road. Hamlin looked like he was going to win his 5th Cup race at Darlington Raceway, where the first race of the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs was held. It was a tough race, but it started out well. Hamlin said when asked if the performance encouraged him for the rest of the playoffs opening round, "We think we're going to win every week. There's not one week where I show up and I don't think I'm going to win. But you've got to play the game, and sometimes when you play the game, it doesn't work out the way you planned. I'm happy about the speed the car had and the restarts that I had. The things I had to work on, I felt like I really did well today. It's part of the process. We move on, and if we advance, all we really lost out on is 5 points for the next round, so we'll see." So, they had a long talk with Gabehart, who said that the debriefing was more of a time to think about how the night went than a time to get people excited. Gabehart said, "One thing I'll say about Denny, he's such a professional that even if he's gutted inside, he's not going to let you see it. And he's well-rounded enough that he knows as much as it sucks, this is just part of racing. So no, we were just sharing a moment of, man, what a great job, what a great car, and what a great drive. And just truthfully, we're rounding in on our 5th year together and everyone has these stories, but I can tell you, I spent a lot of time looking at the numbers, and as many races as we've won together, it's been 19. I can tell you it could easily be into the 30s, well into the 30s. And this is just another one that we're going to have to put into that column, unfortunately." Hamlin, who had just won his 6th Xfinity Series race at Darlington on Saturday, started second on Sunday and took the lead halfway through the first stage. When he won both stages, it gave him 2 more playoff points and gave him a cushion in the standings for what was to come. In the final stage, after the first round of pit stops, Hamlin brought the No. 11 Toyota back to pit road because he thought something was wrong with the left rear wheel. After the extra 4-tire change took Hamlin out of the race, Gabehart radioed him to let him know that the team couldn't find a problem. Gabehart said, "Everything we can tell, the wheel looked fine, bud." Hamlin said, It was loose. I felt it. After the race, Hamlin was less sure, but he said that the way his car felt made the extra stop important. Hamlin said, "It's really tough to tell. It looked like the left rear was still tightening as we were gone. It's close enough to where it didn't matter. What I felt, I was going to crash if I kept going. I had to bring it in and just turn the day upside down." Gabehart said that the problem wasn't worth taking a chance on, given that it was about a wheel. He also relied on his driver's instincts and knowledge to decide what to do on pit road. He further said, "There was not anything visible to the naked eye, but the left rear is orders of magnitude the most sensitive tire on the car to be loose because of the way it gets loaded on the track. So if you can't see it, it doesn't mean it's not real, because it's so sensitive. And when we finally went back and looked at the footage, which takes time to get, the first thing you're going to look at is assess the wheels. You can do that right away. It takes you a few minutes to get all of the footage from the pit crew members to evaluate. And once we looked at the left rear wheel nut being drawn up, there was a doubt. It's not for sure, but there is a doubt. I mean, my guy's won 50 of these. He's been doing it for nearly 20 years. He knows what he feels, so live on TV, it probably looked uncertain, but I'm certain. Denny knows." Hamlin's bad finish, which included a close call with 35 laps left, was made up for by the points he earned in the stages. Hamlin started the playoffs in the 3rd seed, but he lost 2 spots and is now 5th in the Cup Series results. The next stop is Kansas Speedway, where the second race of the opening round of 16 will be held next Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on USA, MRN, SiriusXM, and the NBC Sports app. The last time the Cup Series went there, in May, Hamlin won, but the races there tend to be hard to predict. If they had converted at Darlington, that pressure valve would have been opened. Gabehart further remarked, "Either way, I hate it for the team. I hate it for Denny. I hate it for the pit crew. I mean, God, they had an amazing day. I think by any metric, they're going to be a top 3 team on pit road today, if not the best. But it's NASCAR racing, and in today's world, even a fraction of an error is the difference. And today it was, and it hurts a lot. It hurts to keep losing races these ways, where we clearly have a car, in this case, the winning car. I mean, Denny had never even shown his whole hand, I'm confident. It's not enough to be a winner in your heart. You gotta get it all right, and man, it is frustrating to keep missing out on opportunities. It will not only hurt his chances of a big win, but it also made it funny for the crowd to watch. Some of the people made fun of him for the choices he made. Nah, Hamlin is always right. Just cost himself big time. At the same time, many people got excited about the next episode of his show, Actions Detrimental, because they knew what had happened. One fan said, "Denny is going to go on Actions Detrimental and be like, I don't care that it wasn't loose. That wheel was loose because Denny Hamlin, and I'm always right." Another fan said, "Actions Detrimental going to be lit tomorrow. It's indeed surprising what happened." Clearly, this event did change the whole way the race was run. On Monday, instead of Kyle Larson, it could have been Denny Hamlin in the winner's circle. Was Hamlin to blame for his chance that was missed? Tell us what you think in the comments. So that's all we've got for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Tell us what you think of the video in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in the upcoming video.